Hey guys, Ethan here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be going over all the new icons available from the first season of Icon Swaps, letting you know which of them I think is the best value, which ones I personally go for and avoid, and also some of the best combos you can make with all of the 24 tokens available if you're looking to go for more than one icon. Also, apologies if my voice sounds a little bit different to normal, I'm really ill right now. So hopefully you can excuse that. But we're going to go through all of these, starting off from just 6 tokens. You can get Peter Schmeichel, all the way up to 23 tokens. You can get yourself an 89 rated Didier Drogba. Very, very nice card. There are also a few prime icons. You've got Michael Owen and Hadji for 20. You've got Zanetti for 17. You've got Costa for, I believe, 17 as well. And then you've also got Keane for 15 right there. First of all, the cards I would avoid, that I wouldn't really go in there. Peter Schmeichel, just a really average card. You've got better cards like Areola that you can get on the market for like 5k, so no need to go for that. Okocha, just a really average card, to be honest, for a winger. Yes, he's got good skills, but he's got 83 pace and 79 shooting, which just isn't very good. Ryan Giggs, I would not touch this card with a barge pole. He has got 2-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves, which is completely awful. Honestly, I'd rather use like Felipe Anderson, Martial, Perisic, someone like that, because that weak foot and skill moves combo kills the card completely. He could have amazing stats, and he doesn't really have amazing stats anyway, but if he did, it would still be a bad card because of the weak foot and skill moves. I also wouldn't really go in there someone like Crespo, just because that is quite an average card, to be honest. Also wouldn't go in there Closer, because it's a very clunky card, wouldn't really suit the meta of the game, and he also has only 3-star skill moves, which isn't the best. Wouldn't go near Pirlo, because although he's got 5-star skills and a very cool beard, his stats are quite average, bar the dribbling and passing. He only has 70 pace, his physical and defending is in the 60s, and his shooting is quite average as well. So I think for 14 tokens you've got better options with Ballack. For a little bit more you could get Keane, there are definitely better players there. Rivaldo, I wouldn't go in there just because he's got 2-star weak foot, which kills the card. Players with a bad weak foot just aren't good on the game, so I wouldn't go into him. And then moving up, I think Costa is just a little bit too much, like 17 tokens for that card. I think you've got better options. I'd much rather go with someone like Ian Wright or Rio Ferdinand. I also wouldn't go near the base icon pack, just because that's a lot of tokens for what could potentially be just a very average player. I'd rather just definitively have one player that I knew I wanted and then I knew I would actually use. And then moving up here, I probably wouldn't go with Owen or Hadji. Hadji possibly, like, he does have some nice stats, but I don't think he's particularly good on FIFA. No one ever really seems to use him. I'm not entirely sure why. He does have decent stats, but not a player I ever see people using. And Owen, I just don't really think is that good, because he's got medium work rates, and he's only got the 3-star skill moves. So not really a card that I would personally go near. I think Drogba is probably the best player available here. That is an insane card with some very nice stats, and he's got 4-star skills, which surprises me. Never really thought of him as the most skillful of players, but makes the card absolutely insane. So if you have all the tokens, then he's definitely one I'd look at. Gerrard, never really a player I see people using on Ultimate Team. I don't think he's particularly good on the game, so not one that I would probably go in there. I think Butragueño has a really nice card. If you're not going to have enough to get to Drogba, or maybe if you aim for Drogba and don't quite get the right amount of tokens, I think this is definitely one of the better cards available, and I think he suits the meta of the game very well. He is very, very quick. He's got good dribbling, great agility and balance, good finishing, and 5-star weak foot. He does have medium work rates though, which isn't amazing, and 3-star skills, but if you look at his in-game stats, they are very, very nice right there. I think he would definitely suit the meta of the game. I think Hugo Sanchez has a really nice card, and he's one of the higher rated players available here, and as a new icon as well is quite cool, but he does only have 3-star, and 75 stamina, but one that could definitely be interesting to go for 17 tokens as well. It isn't too bad. Zanetti is probably the most end game player available out of all these options. If you want a player that is going to be in your team for the rest of FIFA, I would go with him. For 17 tokens, you're getting one of the best right backs on the game. So definitely one that I would look at. He's one of the few prime icons here, and out of all the primes available, probably the best and most usable. He does have 90 defending, 86 pace, good stats going forwards as well. All round a really nice card. So definitely one I'd look at if you want a player that's going to be in your team for the rest of the game. And if you're someone that has a lot of coins and is likely to be able to get the better icons going forwards anyway, I think this could definitely be one of the main ones to go for. And for 17 tokens, you will have some left over as well, so you can maybe get another icon if you want. Costa, as I said, I wouldn't really go in there. I think Ferdinand and Wright are two really nice ones, especially for combos, because they're 16, and that is going to leave you with 8 left over if you get all 24, and that means you could get someone like Guardiola, who has an okay-ish card. So Ferdinand and Wright, I think, are two nice cards. Like, Ferdinand's got 84 pace, 84 defending, and 83 physical, really, really nice stats. And Wright, although he does only have, if you look right here, 3-star skill moves and medium work rates, he has some banging stats, including 90 shooting. And again, an 89 rated card, one of the higher rated ones there. Reminds me of Sanchez, but for less tokens and with better shooting. A very, very similar card. I think he's got better physical as well. I like the card a lot. Definitely one that I will be keeping an eye on. And as I need a good striker for my team, I think he's going to be my main kind of go-to player. Ian Wright, definitely one that's interesting there. Roy Keane could be a good midfield option, as could be Ballack. If you want a good midfielder, they're probably going to be your main go-to options there. Kluivert could be a decent one. It's a decent kind of card, as is Crespo, but I just think they're fairly average. Like, you can get someone like Lewandowski or Suarez or Ben Yedder or Griezmann for more, similar amount, or even less in the case of someone like Ben Yedder, who's going to do a fairly similar job. Carlos, again, kind of okay. Like, I think you could maybe go with like Kluivert and Crespo, or Kluivert and Carlos if you want two decent players. That's going to be your best combo if you want two fairly usable players. If you go with someone like Wright and a lower end card, you're getting one really good player and one fairly average one. Here you're getting two decent players. So if you want to go with that route, you've got that. You could also go with Nesta. I think it is a decent card, to be honest, for 9 tokens, one of the better ones on the lower end. Yes, he's a little bit slow, but he's got amazing defending and physical, and he's 6'2" with really good work rate. So if you boost the pace up with a shadow, it could be a really good card, and if you're on the lower end and not getting many tokens, could definitely be one to go for. Guardiola is the only one on this first page that I would really contemplate. I know it's not an amazing card, but he has stats that I think could make him quite good just as a sit-back defensive midfielder. Reminds me of someone like Fabinho or Rodri, who don't have amazing stats but are just quite good. Like, I've been using Rodri a lot recently. He's got fairly average stats, to be honest. Much worse than Guardiola's, but he is so good in game. Guardiola isn't the tallest, but he's got good work rates, good defending, good passing, and just all-round kind of fairly decent stats. Like you can see here, most of them are in the greens. Maybe I'm just being biased because I love Guardiola and I want to get him just because of the fact that he is Pep Guardiola. But I think he's probably going to be the one I go for along with Wright. That's going to be my combo of getting a really good player and then just a decent kind of squad player that I quite like as well. So that's going to be one of the main combos I'd look out for, is Guardiola along with Ferdinand or Wright. I think that's definitely one I'd look into doing if you're going to get all the tokens. You could also, on a really low end, go with something like Guardiola and Nesta, or Guardiola and one of these two. You could go with both of these guys, or any of these three really, because they're all fairly similar. And then maybe one of Nesta if you have just under like the full 24 tokens available. You can maybe go with like Ballack and Keane and Guardiola as well if you want. But I think these two and Guardiola are probably going to be your best value combo, I'd say. Moving up, the issue once you get past 16 is you can't really get another second good icon. So if you're going to go for like Zanetti, Sanchez, Butragueño, I would probably like just kind of stop once you get to the right amount of tokens if you want one of these cards, because if not, you're just putting time and effort in to get tokens that you're not really going to be able to spend on anything worthwhile. Yes, you could get like Schmeichel, but I wouldn't really bother at all, really, unless you're just going to use him for like SBC fodder just because it's such an average card. But as I said, Zanetti is definitely one that if you want like an end game card, I'd go for. Sanchez, I like the card. He's got some really nice stats. I'm just not entirely sure how good he's going to be because of the stamina and because of the weak foot and skill moves. As I said, base icon pack I wouldn't go in there. And then if you're getting towards the high end, if you're getting most of these done, I'd probably be picking between Butragueño and Drogba as the two highest end cards there. And I think if you can get 23 tokens, I would go with Drogba. If you just want a really good player to use, Zanetti, as I said, is also one of those really good cards, but as a defender it's a little bit more boring. I would probably rather go with Drogba if I had the option of anyone. It's just an amazing card. I think it's going to be insane in game. His stats, I'm looking here, 92 strength, 91 heading, 93 finishing, 92 attack positioning, 4-star skills, pace. It's just a really good card. So I think Drogba would be like my main go-to option there. I think he's the best card available, along with Zanetti. But as said, the best combos I'm thinking are Wright or Ferdinand, along with Guardiola. And then moving down, you've got options like Ballack and Keane and Guardiola on a lower end. And then you've got any of these three together, or any of these guys with someone like Nesta or Guardiola. But I've already covered the cards I'd avoid, the ones I think are going to be your best bets to go for. As said, I will personally try and get Wright, and then if I have tokens left over, I'll try and get Guardiola as well. But given I'm at uni, I'm not spending loads of time on the game. I'm not sure how I'm going to get along, but I should be able to hopefully get 16 and get my hands on Ian Wright. There are currently 12 tokens available. There'll be another 12 next month. I've done a video on the quickest and easiest way of getting the 12 tokens currently available. It should be out before this video. If you want to check that out, just check the channel and it'll be there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Let me know who you're going to be going for down below in the comments. Leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.